Hey guys, welcome back to the video. This is TND, and this is episode 4 of my Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time playthrough. So, we just collected the Spiritual Stone of Fire, and since our boy Darunia said there's a fairy on top of Death Mountain, we're going to go and say hi and get our spin attack. You can hear that cow. He's underneath one of these rocks, and I just never wasted time to go do it. This part always sucked to me. Timing these bomb throws, not very fun. I think I get it here on the third try. Yeah, that you have to time it perfectly. Um, yeah, trial and error. My first time ever playing this, I never understood why it was. I was just getting smacked by these rocks. Turns out, you just shield block the Hylian shield since you're such a small guy. You just crouch down, and the shield just takes all the damage for you. And you'll know you're about to get hit because you'll see this circle underneath your feet. If somehow you've never played through this game and didn't know that. Not really sure what happened there with the freeze just kind of framing like that. It's kind of odd. Yeah, you see I ran out of slingshot seeds because aiming with the Switch controller is actually kind of poo-poo. And I'm honestly shocked that Skulltula did just absolutely ram me off the wall. Which reminds me, I desperately need to get a Nintendo 64 controller of some kind. Anyway, we're here at the Fairy Fountain. I do this one first. I mean, you kind of have to do this one first because there are 3 others that you can get after this. One, when I believe it's when you're an adult out in the desert. These fairy models kind of creep me out. Okay. Get this. This charge attack actually helps a ton. And there we go. You see we got our little tiny little magic power bar. Oh, our owl friend. He's going to help us out. We're going to hop on and take us down to Kakariko Village. You know, my first time playing through, I think first couple times, I never really took advantage of the owl, and I would just run down. Huge mistake. So much faster. And here, I jumped down on the wrong side of the building. If you jump down on the other side, you get a heart piece, and I screwed that up. But that's fine. You live and you learn, right? And coming into the House of Skulltula, the little golden Skulltulas we've been collecting, you get enough of them, you get an item reward if you collect enough. So the first one, you get an adult-sized wallet will let Link carry up to 200 rupees. And I thought I had enough, but I did not quite have enough. So here, we're heading back to the castle, only just to get another Great Fairy power-up. I do it now. I don't know what I was doing there. I do it now, it saves us some time later on in the game. Only because you will need Den's Fire when you get into like the Shadow Temple. This power-up's pretty easy to get to. Oh. Yeah, climb up the wall the right way. There you go. Yeah, just kind of hop over here. And run down along the sledge. And then toss a bomb, blow this thing up. How did that not work? Okay. Whatever. So blow the rock up. We're gonna crawl through here. And I think out of all the power-ups, this one was my favorite. Just, yeah, it looks super cool. Den's Fire. Good old Den's Fire. Can do so much with that. One of my favorite things to do with it was to set the re-dead zombie guys on fire. Because they would just petrify you. You couldn't move for a few seconds and scares the crap out of you. You can't do that. So yeah, I decided to run into the guard, just have them throw me out. So I'm not having to waste time climbing up the ladder to get out. And then now I can finally make my way over to Zora's River. Get underway with getting the third spiritual stone. Ah, it's nighttime. Okay, so no worries. You can play the sun song here. So glad that we decided to take a few minutes and grab that earlier. Sorry, I had to stretch. You also notice I don't talk to anybody in the market. Just blow past them. Okay. Not really sure what was up with the frozen frames there. So, apologies. It's like watching this thing back, I don't really see it until it actually happens. So this is all organic. There's not a lot of editing that goes into these videos. Like, how you see them is how I play them. And who else but our big friend, the owl. Man, I'm really garbage with throwing those bombs. Ah, he didn't try to trip me up that time. Okay. And get a golden Skulltula here. It's only going to help us out. I've never 100%ed the golden Skulltulas. I've only gotten up to, geez, maybe 40-ish. I think there's 100 total. What are you doing, Link? Jump across the river. There you go. Also, don't even try to reflect those nuts back to the Octoroks with the Hylian shield as a kid. It won't work. The thing just shatters. If you're going to reflect back, you got to use the Deku shield, at least at this stage. Cross over here, and we're almost there. Whoa. The aiming is incredibly difficult with the Switch controller. At least for me. It's just hard for me. It's just taking in the scenery, the waterfall. Okay. Ah, I played it right that time. Didn't fudge any of the C-stick commands with the right stick on the Switch controller, which is very easy to do. Okay, now we're in Zora's Domain. So my first priority here is play the diving game. Well, I'll grab a fish from the little pool over here, but then we'll go play the diving game. So over here is a little tiny school of fish. We're going to scoop this up. Doesn't even look like a bottle that he's holding. It's like a glass shard. Something you can do just to sort of protect yourself from accidentally tossing your fish on the ground is you can swap the item out. That's what I did here. You can do it earlier. I did that kind of late, but you don't want to accidentally dump the fish out. Not the end of the world, but it just costs you time when you have to go back and get another fish, because you're going to need that to gain access to the third dungeon. I shouldn't even say cost time, because we're not speedrunning anything. It's just more of an inconvenience. So diving game pretty simple. I got kind of lucky here. The whole idea is just dive down, collect rupees. But you'll notice the last 2 rupees that I have to collect are literally right on top of each other. I don't think I've ever seen that happen, at least to me. So that's probably the fastest I've ever done this diving game. So we're going to go back up and collect our reward. But kind of speaking of speedruns, I don't know if you guys have ever watched speedruns. They're kind of nuts. There's a guy, his name's ZFG, who does Zelda speedrunning. And the dude is just an absolute phenomenal player. So this will give us our scale, our fish scale. There we go, silver scale. So this is going to let us dive down much, much deeper. And with that, we're going to go do that right now. To this underwater cavern here. And we missed it. Alright, let's go again. Okay. And then we are at Lake Hylia, which the connection I don't fully grasp. Granted, it's just a video game, but when you look at the map of Hyrule, Zora's Domain and Lake Hylia are complete opposite ends of the map. So it's kind of neat how they connected it that way. Almost like a warp zone. Yeah. Okay, so go back here. We got us another bottle, which is great. More bottles, the merrier. Like, having more bottles comes in handy too when we're an adult. Because there's a segment in this game where you're required to... Oh, 2 controllers are connected. Wonderful. You can use the bottles to collect a blue flame. That's before the water temple. Okay, so we'll talk to King Zora here. Give him this bottle. Because Princess Rudo has been swallowed up. We gotta go rescue her. And we keep the bottle. And that's right. We dove down and we got it. You didn't get it. And And this guy literally takes forever to scooch over. Finally. Alright. I'll run around here. And we're going to go into where Lord Jabu Jabu is. So, a couple options here. You can immediately drop the fish right here to get inside Lord Jabu Jabu. Or you can opt to go get your second Great Fairy power, which is what I'm going to go do here. It's Furore's Wind. It's basically a warp type power that you can get that will let you warp to the beginning of the dungeon, of any dungeon. You can't use it outside of that, and it's just good if you're stuck and you need to come back, or you need to leave the dungeon to go back out into the open world to get an item or collect fairies. So it is useful. So we'll drop a bomb here. We'll blow that up. It's not super intuitive, that wall. I think I discovered it by accident when I was playing this game early on, just exploring. So we'll come in here and play the Zelda lullaby. And this fairy's got different hair. I think the color of her hair is a little different than the one we saw up on the mountain in Castle Town. It's a pretty green. So we got Furore's Wind. So it's two uses. The first time you'll set it a warp point, and then the second time you will warp to that warp point that you set. Okay, so that's the, I guess technically that's the third power. So it's a spin attack, Dense Fire, we've got Furore's Wind, and then now we're gonna go and say hi inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. Yeah, it's a long swim back. So swim around. A little hack when you're swimming, if you press the B button or the sword attack button, Link will swim faster. So as you see here. So I think I just kind of zoned out and wasn't doing it before. Which, I mean, you'll have that. Okay, feeding time. Gotta give this guy his little fish. tiny fish for a giant fish. And there it goes. And then there we go. Ooh. The inside of this place always kind of freaked me out because the mouth like stretches out too. I could look at his whole body, just kind of like goes in and out. I thought I was going to be able to time this better with bouncing these back, but I got absolutely clowned. Yeah, I didn't even block until it's too late. Missed that one. There. Try not to shoot the bubbles. Just kind of save it. You can easily walk around them. Even though I've been known to take a hit a time or two, just walking into the bubbles. Okay. And here's Princess Rudo. The alien-looking chick. I will say, I think out of the 3 dungeons, this one was more straightforward in a weird kind of way, even though it was more complex in some parts. Like, I don't remember struggling too hard playing through this game the first couple times. Compared to when we get to the Water Temple, I struggle with that one every time. Water Temple is just a beast of its own. It's rude, telling us to go away. I just want to help you. She knows what's up. She wants to play the spiritual stone close to her chest. She knows what we're after. It's like men only want one thing, and it's disgusting. We want the spiritual stone, lady. Okay. We'll be kind of mean with Princess Rudo, too. You can pick her up, throw her around. I was thinking I would be able... She thinks it's funny, but... I was thinking you can maybe, like... throw her into a bubble to pop them. Shabong. That's what those things are called. I just thought they were bubbles. Didn't really know they had an official name. Shabong. Alright. Get up here. Hit the switch. We're gonna swim. Try not to get knocked off. Even if you get knocked off, sometimes you can get back up in time. And can we make it? Yes. If by chance we didn't make it, just step on the switch, swim up. And you can also throw her into the switch too. Switch too. No pun intended. That is what we're playing this on, switch 2. Alright. We'll just bounce this back, knock this guy out. It's amazing how a giant fish can have all this stuff going on inside him. Similar to the Deku tree and all that stuff going on. Okay. So we are back to where we originally found her. And honestly here, I'm just going to avoid these holes on the ground. I don't care. I don't want to go explore the bottom. Dodging these as much as I can. And then we're going to go get in our boomerang here. Kind of a bummer that you can only use a boomerang as a child. As an adult, the boomerang could be fun too. I thought I had way more seeds coming into this, and I did not. We had 6, down to 4 to kill the first one, and this one misses. Pretty sure, yeah, it did. Here we go with the C-stick garbage. I'm down to 1 seed. I have, I think, 2 or 3 of these stingers left to kill. So yeah, we're fresh out. So we're just gonna try and hopefully time sword attacks. Come on, Link. There we go. This is definitely the longer way to do this. Ideally, you'd come in with a bunch of seeds and you'd smoke these guys. And get hit by them. Okay, that one down, and that one down. Alright, boomerang time. Okay, got the boomerang. So the rest of the dungeon, it's pretty much smooth sailing. There's a hard part. I think honestly it's the hardest part in this game, and I think it's harder than the boss. And that is after we clear this whole area, we fight the mini boss. Alright, so we have these tentacles. Honestly, the strat here that I've used for years is come in, toss the boomerang, and then backflip out. Else you're going to get smacked. So you come in, toss it, backflip out. Just rinse and repeat. I've not known of another strategy. So, I believe this is the map. Yeah. That's our map. Okay. Our lady out here is not very happy with us. We left her out here in the dangerous world of Jabu Jabu's belly. She's basically calling us out, being irresponsible, not acting like a man for leaving her out there. Okay. Yeah, this room pretty straightforward. Boomerang everything. I never knew what happened if you didn't get it in time, because this is timed. I would imagine it kicks you out of the room and you just have to do it over again. I don't know. We have one more Shabon left. There we go. And this will be our compass. Ooh, seeds. So, a couple more rooms to clear. And then we can get on to... Oh, not there. Around the corner. Goodness. Here we go. And then more of the same. Same strat. Chuck your boomerang and backflip out. I don't know if I'm making it harder doing that, but it's worked for me. Okay, and then now we can go to the final room, which is right here in the middle here. Just dodge all that stuff. You don't need to run into it. Alright. Clear out these jellyfish. I feel like this jellyfish is trying to come and say hi, and I don't like that. Alright, so if you lose the Z targeting here, not the end of the world. You can always Z target it when it comes back down. Let's get rid of this last one. There we go. Alright, so we're locked back on. And more of the same. Throw a boomerang, jump out. So we don't get anything in that room other than access to where we actually need to go, which I'm fine with. And on to literally my least favorite part of this dungeon. So be careful here, don't run into that, avoid this first pool. We want to go down this pool here. Don't jump down, straight back. I actually want these. And there's two of them right there, so let's go ahead and snag them. And I feel like I'm about to get zapped. Yeah. These things move fast. Or maybe I'm just slow. Okay. Then on to this pain in the neck mini boss. Absolutely hate with every part of my being. It's not hard, it's just annoying. Maybe it's just how I approach the encounter, or my strategy's bad. I've never watched like a strat video with this mini boss. I just kind of organically figured it out and I stuck with it. There certainly has to be a more appropriate way to handle this annoying giant Octorok. Okay. So she gets her stone. We want it. Sadly, we don't get to have it right now. That would be too easy. And here we go. Also, the spikes coming out of that, like, you'd think that would hurt Jabu Jabu. Alright, fun. Okay. So ideally, what I do here, smack with the boomerang. And then we want to time it to where, yeah, just like that, when you see is behind. Doesn't always work. I don't know, timing-wise, I guess you could stun him, try to run the opposite way and smack him before he unfreezes. I've never had luck with that, though. Just, I don't know how it misses, but this is the part that I hate the most. And I've tried both running without the target on him and running with the target on him. and for whatever reason, it feels that you're faster when you're locked on. I don't know why. Help me make that make sense, because it doesn't make sense to me. So we're chasing this clown, flinging this boomerang, hope to get a stun. Eventually. There we go. And we'll try to stun him again. No, back the other way. I think I'm going to try to untarget there, running around. And I don't feel like I'm gaining anything on this guy. Feels so much slower. Even try to cut corners, take damage here. Like, I'm doing that on purpose, just to maybe cut corners and cut distance, but I'm really just cutting myself, is what it feels like. It's just definitely what it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Lock back on. And more of the same. Flinging the boomerang, hoping to get a stun. Guess you could, like, run around the opposite direction too. Just stun him and just rinse and repeat, which I should have done. It's like, I feel like he's wasting so much time and energy chasing this clown. At this point, I don't even feel like it's the boss, it's me. I'm the problem. How much longer am I going to put myself through this? Yeah, I give up. Going the other way, which I should have done forever ago. If you're still here sitting through this, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Whoa. It's like a weird border cut out there. Come on. Yeah, so we learned from our mistakes. We went back the other way. Didn't try to, like... Ouch. Dude. Yep, just come to me. So ridiculous, man. Okay, please be the last hit. Ah. Thank you. Yeah. It's not hard, but it's just incredibly annoying. Partly because of how I do it's annoying. So I really do it to myself. Okay. So that's it. That's the hardest part right there. Everything else is smooth sailing. So... get a fairy here. I don't expect to use it, but it never hurts to have. Hopefully Navi doesn't feel bad about me having another fairy in my life. If so, she'll get over it. This part, it's pretty simple. Snipe these jelly things, knock them up, jump across. Time it to the point where you're not getting hit by the Octorok. If you feel like you're getting hit too much, just reflect the shells back and kill him before you try to do the suns. Okay. I'll run over here and grab a box. Activate the switch. Oh. There. Come on now. Drop the box. There we go. Alright, so we are almost to the boss area. Man, I didn't realize how many of these golden Skulltulas were in here. There's quite a few. Alright, so we need to activate the switch, but you cannot activate it without targeting the switch. I've tried. Unless you can, you're a better player than I am. I could never do that. Jump down here, and then smack this last guy. Alright. We're gonna serenade Baronade. The most electrifying boss in this game. This boss looks way harder than it is, but it's not at all. Bioelectric anemone. So immediately toss a boomerang, hit these tentacles breaking free from the ceiling. Then try not to get hit. So there's two things you can do here. You can throw the boomerang at the jellyfish themselves, or, as you'll see, you try not to get hit there, like I just did. But if you stun him and then just hit him with your sword, you're actually killing the other jellyfish. And in this section here, I feel like it's just a timing thing. The boomerang to break through that jellyfish barrier. Always moving, never standing still. Randomly throw a Deku nut for whatever reason. There we go. So this part, you have to throw boomerangs at the jellyfish. There's no other way to make him vulnerable. Okay. And then this is phase 3. Basically, he's going to start shooting out electric beams, and you're just constantly moving. You're going to lock onto your last location. Just never stop. And it's going to be that way until the end of the fight. At least this part. So always moving. Not too much more. Like any hit, it's gonna fall over. I'll come back here. And there it is. Kaboom. Third dungeon completed. Easy mode. Like I said, I feel like the mini boss is harder. Honestly, the mini boss probably took me longer too. I'll have to look back and see how much time I wasted beating myself against the wall. Okay, let's go see Our Lady. And she is not happy with us. Calls us useless. Just trying to help her out. You know, well, we're useless. Saved her from the Octorok, got her stone back, but we're useless. She's gonna scare us into the water. Yeah. So we're nearing the end of the video here. If you enjoyed this commentary style like video, please let me know. I only know what you guys tell me. Just drop a comment. You can like the video. If you've not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Even hit the notification bell. I post videos and short videos. I also stream on Twitch. So if you're bored and you want to see some of the retro style gaming, I play a lot of Mario Kart World as well online, and kind of dabble into some online shooters here and there. So if you're ever bored, get a notification that I'm live, stop by, hang out, talk with me for a bit, bond. But at any rate, thank you guys for watching the video. If you're still here almost an hour in, I truly appreciate you guys watching and supporting my content. It helps keep me motivated to make more. So next episode, can look forward to finally getting our Master Sword and really dive into the meat and potatoes of what this series is going to be. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.